Searching podcasts for Dave, and one more time.
And there will come a moment when you have a chance to show it. To do the right thing.
I love those moments. I like to wave at them as they pass by.
And 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! You know, last week, my wife commented, how come Juan didn't say number 2? That's sort of his,
trying to keep it fresh.
I know. She said, yeah, it's sort of his trademark. I said, trademark? He's got a trademark?
Yeah. Well, there you go. I didn't even know it. So next week, though, I got you.
Gotcha. Bring it back. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
And this is Dave and Juan.
More time.
Yes, thank you. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Coming off a week apiece.
That's right, man. Baton Rouge, had some week before Easter, had some, out of the ordinary violence for Baton Rouge. And to say that's something.
See, that is a statement.
That's a statement. Well, I think it was, a young child was tragically killed in a
which is
bullet.
Horrific. All right.
Right. But so the mayor reacted by, in great leadership techniques or attributes, I guess, and declaring it a week of peace in Baton Rouge.
A week of peace. He could have
That's all it takes, I would think.
Man, that's some genius right there.
Right.
Who didn't think about that before?
I know. Why not go for the month?
Why didn't they try that in Ukraine?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey. We're declaring. Let's make it a month.
Yeah, go for it all. Yeah.
Speaking of peace,
a season.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't think we're going to edit the. We were bragging a while ago saying we ain't had technical difficulties. There's an online show I watch regularly, almost every day, and always locking up. And I'm thinking they must want to block this guy. Like it's every time he's got somebody on the I'm like, man, pay for the step up, pay for some better internet.
Well, I'm sure it's mine. Back to the week of peace. The week of peace was one of the most violent weeks ever in Baton Rouge. So great stuff. There was a local little satire publication or online publication that I enjoy that said the media misreported when the mayor said, when they reported that she said week of peace, she actually said week of peas, in PEAS. So peas go good with crawfish for Easter and things like that. Not so peaceful week in Baton Rouge.
Well, good luck with that.
Just another normal week.
Well, except the statement from the beginning, an abnormally violent week in Baton Rouge. Like, geez, man, you got tank trolling in the street. That's tried to explain that to my wife. She spent the night there. I guess it was a couple of weeks ago, and trying about where to stay. And I'm asking, well, I'm checking with Juan and I want to make sure. Explaining to her, like, Baton Rouge is not what you remember. No. Well, and I guess I don't know. It's like anything. I guess no place is like we remember. Right.
No, but it used to be, Baton Rouge was always confined, or the violence and crime seemed to be confined to certain areas.
Everybody had an agreement.
Yeah. It's like, you'll keep it over there, we'll keep it over here.
Look, man, my local covenants don't allow for gunfire. So,
And now apparently, that treaty has fallen through.
Talk about that at the time. I used to, how much walking we did back in the day, or ride your bike somewhere. I wasn't a big bike rider down in South Lafourche, only because it was possible
dangerous
death. Yeah,
you're riding on the road.
There was I'm not sure that walking on the side of the road was any
no bike paths and
no. In fact, it was exactly. There was the shoulder, whatever there was a shoulder on LA1, and I guess 308 was the same way. Yeah, it was.
And hope you didn't have to avoid like a 40-ounce beer bottle or something.
There was no tire. No tire was making that. no tire was making that. So we did a lot of walking. I mean, now I can't even imagine. I see other people's kids or even young adults walking anywhere, and my immediate instinct is I hope their car broke down. Or you ever do that? Sometimes you see somebody walking somewhere and you realize how far you walk to get here.
Yeah, on the interstate, it's like,
You feel bad. Yeah.
Right. Next exit 3 miles.
And part of me is thinking, man, I've done this before. I've kind of looked at like I'm in my car, like what's in my car? If could I put, or in the old days when I was driving a truck, I used to think, because I want to be helpful, but not that helpful.
Now,
like,
what are you gonna do? Let them ride in the back of the truck?
Maybe, that's an upgrade from, dude, this is Houston area, man. It's 100 degrees. It's getting the car. I guess I should be. All right. If you're going to be that way, I should offer somebody a ride, but I don't want to be that guy that everybody, like, you get killed and people find out how you got killed and say, well, you had that coming, man. Idiot.
Well, he was so kind.
Idiot. What you doing? Of course you don't pick up a vagrant on the side of Highway 6 and whatever. But
yeah, it's like, slow down. Just slow down, put a small crack in your window and say, hey, bro, you need me to call somebody?
You got a phone? You good? You got well, we're all that way now too, as far as it used to be, right? If somebody had an accident or you saw something, that was your move. You asked, do you need me to contact somebody? Now we just assume, bro, you got a phone, call. Well,
yeah.
Do you want me to call for you? All right, just then you hear all these other stories of people that get killed trying to help, right? You just park and get hit by
oh yeah. People don't know how to park on the side of the road. Talking about being in the back of a truck. So for Easter we bought crawfish at my dad's house, as so many people do.
Right.
And so my dad goes, he's got an old truck and he keeps it in the barn. Seldom
nice, man,
ever used it. But
hang on, we need to play the Bob Seger music behind you, like a rock.
Yeah. So he goes, because what are you gonna do with the crawfish heads? You're gonna go throw them in the woods somewhere. So
that's okay. That's
throws them. Yeah, feeds the fish in the bayou or something.
Of course, aren't they like just soaked in salt? So it's
I don't know. Yeah, who knows what he's doing? Trust me, it's nothing planned.
It started off sounding like, well, that's a simple biodegradable whatever, and then I'm realizing, well, hang on a sec here.
Yeah. But so he goes get the truck from the morning.
Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on. We max headrooming now.
Breaking up.
That was a good one. That was a good pause. Yeah.
So my dad, who's almost 88, goes get his old truck from behind the barn and has to drive it to the side of the house because there's so much dust on the windshield that it's impossible to see out of. But so he and my son and one of my nephews takes off to go throw the stuff in the back of the field.
Okay.
Well, when he's coming back, I'm noticing, he's in the back of the truck. My son's driving. And so when they park, I just watch him. Now, I'm 60 years old. If I'm getting out of the back of a pickup truck, I'm sitting down, putting my feet on the ground.
Slowly
getting out. I see him jump over the fender.
Wait, hang on a sec. You cut out there. You see him do what?
Jumps out of the back of the truck over the fender on the, and just basically leaps. And I'm like, are you nuts? What do you mean? What am I supposed to do? I said, you sit down like I do and just slide out.
That's bad when you got to remind your dad he's old. Dude.
No. Yeah. He wants me to bring him because I have his extension ladder for some reason in storage. And wants me to bring it to him so he can paint the house.
How about no, Pop?
It's like, no.
I mean, I'm looking forward to inheriting all this, but I don't need it this week.
Yeah, not gonna get on that ladder, man.
Yeah, well, that's a good move. I had to get on a ladder recently for something, or I think I didn't because my wife just beat it out of me mentally. Like, don't you? And I tried to tell her, I was like, I'm not taking. I'm pretty. When I was younger, I was a little more stupid getting up on a ladder, and now I'm really all right. I got a plan B. I got a, you're going up there. Okay, if something weird happens, you get grab this. But again, every extra foot you get in the air is a little more danger.
Yeah.
But the most dangerous thing to me is when she's there to help me. She means well, but what I need is full attention. I need.
Yeah, stop making me look down there.
Stop making me think of something else. Stop making me rethink what I'm doing because I don't want to hear you go, right? That's the worst, man. I'm still programmed to that. The sudden burst of
oh yeah, that's why Joey drives all the time when we're together, because it's I'm locking dicks and there's not a car for 300 yards in front of me.
Yeah, I know. I think that's just husband and wife driving, because I'll do something and she'll and I do the same to her, I'm sure, but that's what she does. I rarely ride, we're somewhere and it's like, no, you had 2, you had 3, whatever. And I'm like, well, that's the ones you saw, but yeah. So, I'm I'm on the side there and she's driving, but
no, the ladder thing, what scares me about me is I hate climbing up and down the ladder. So if I'm working,
hang on. Oh man, we might need to do a reboot. I don't want to reboot, but
let's see.
Think positive thoughts here. All right. You hate climbing.
So I'm climbing on the ladder, and because I hate going up and down so much, I will try to reach farther than I should, so I don't have to get down and move the ladder.
That's not a good strategy. That's not. Yeah. You don't want to be rethinking plans up in the air. Like almost. Yeah. Can I reach it? No, that's not. So yeah, but I'll drive and she'll air brake or she'll do whatever, and I'm always. You don't think I saw that? You don't like. I'm the one that's actually driving. I'm the one that's actually. I'm the one that's. I am actually in charge of this this car, except I fight her car when I drive it now because it's got that automatic stuff all over. You got to get used to that. Right. You try.
It's odd. And then there's ways to set it or to adjust the settings.
I don't touch any of that. I don't touch any of that.
It's like, I don't have a clue.
But I feel it pulling me back when I'm trying to change a lane. And then it gives me like, yeah, I know. I should have put my blinker on. Right. Or that if you do the blinker and there's something in your blind spot. Now I've got blind spot detection on my car, but it doesn't make a bunch of noise. Like her car, man, it's an alarm. It's crazy loud. It's like, whoa. That's going to make me have an accident. Right. Yeah. I knew where that car was.
Joey's car will do the thing when you're changing lanes without the blinker on. Or if you do it like twice, then you get the warning flashing on the dashboard to grab the wheel.
Yeah. Put your hands on the wheel.
Yeah.
All right.
It takes all the fun out of driving.
I don't know. So when we don't want to, for those just listening on the podcast, I don't know at what point we stop talking about freezing up. So I don't know if the audio, we'll have to go back and find the max headroom.
We apologize.
Well, we're going to splice on that. Yeah, it's the week of peace.
It's during the week of peace of Baton Rouge. Somebody might have cut the cable.
Week of peace, man. You know what I got? Was it last week or recently? You get those envelopes in the mail that you go, oh man, don't let this be what I think it is. Don't let this be what I think it is. My jury summons.
Oh God.
Yeah. What? This is the one of them here. Oh no, this is the one telling me, you gotta love this. Even with your jury summons now, they send you a COVID fact sheet about. I'm serious, but it's pretty easy around here, I guess, to get postponed. You can just email and say, because they actually, I'm supposed to report. Yeah, this came a few weeks ago because I'm supposed to report this week. But I'm in Virginia. I'm going to be in Virginia. And, by the way, we might have to record a different time next week. But unless I do it from I'm going to be in, I got to fly into, let's see, I connect in DC, then I fly to Richmond, and I'm going to be in Hot Springs, Virginia.
No.
How many hot springs are there in America?
I just knew of the one.
Oh, no, apparently there's a lot. Apparently, like back in the day, that was a huge thing. If you were lucky enough to be somewhere where they had hot water coming out the ground, bro, we building us a hotel right here.
Yeah, just think jacuzzi probably put a lot of that out.
I don't know, but that's what. I got to be in Hot Springs, Virginia, instead of jury duty. But hey, it's pretty easy, man. I emailed and said, hey, and they tell you you get one deferral.
One, right.
Right. But the other thing came in.
It works here is if they deferred, you're going to the next 6 months.
Okay, say it. Whatever you just said, say it again, because it's.
If the way it works here, if you get or if you do a deferral, take a deferral, you get called automatically 6 months.
You get called. Oh no, here you. No, it may be the same. I'm actually. This is not the. My sheet's back here. Hang on a sec. It is. I'm trying to see which one it is. That's the other thing too. I've been. You get various courts. It used to be simple back in the day. We had the Galliana Annex. That was it. Everything happened there. Yeah, no, this is State of Texas, County of Fort Bend jury summons. There we go. And right, the next line says, jury service is a most vital function of citizenship.
It is. It is.
My next question would be, apparently being a citizen of this country is no big deal anymore. I don't know. Right? What about the 2 million people that just walked across last year? They get any of this? Saving all this for us, but they give you like one chance. So you email in, and just said, hey, I'm supposed to be out of state, and then, nice response. I was actually impressed that somebody responded the next day. I'm saying young lady, because that's what the name suggested to me. I know we don't play that game anymore. It's my assumption. My assumption. I'm not going to use any.
Stop choosing her pronouns.
No, I'm just going to refer to, and gave me like a big old list of report dates. It's and then you start playing that game too. As I'm looking at the calendar, like, okay, I might have to work, because if I got to come to him again and say, yeah, no, I got to be somewhere there. But yeah, so jury. Part of me would like to sit on a. I don't want to jinx myself.
I would too. I've always said, I want like a good sequester trial, like OJ.
Oh no, no, man.
But
that would be.
Joey got on it one time, my wife, and she used to want to get on it as well, and she just, it was an assault case. Woman hit another woman with a beer bottle or something. And that
went to trial.
Yeah, I know. That was just Friday night, man.
That was the greenhouse, man. What are you talking about?
I think it may have escalated beyond that.
I'll probably DJ through worse fights than that.
Just ducked yourself.
Give me three steps. Give me 3 steps, man. Yeah.
That's right. Best moves were developed dodging.
Shout out. Oh, they didn't throw anything at me, thankfully. I know. Wait, but maybe that's why the glass is up around the DJ booth back in the day.
But she said it was hard to vote guilty. Now, easy to get off.
You had a very attractive freeze right there, like the guppy freeze. You ever notice that? You get a freeze when and your face is always in that
contorted. Yeah, that's a typical look for my face. So,
well, okay. Yeah, I don't know. You think we need to do the reboot?
Yeah,
we talked about it enough. So, hey, lucky
right.
for you at home, you won't see any of this. You won't see any of this process. But let's try.
You got to edit it together. So
yeah, we'll see what happens, or we may have just lost the first part of the show. We'll find that out later.
All right.
So hey, there you go. We rebooted.
We're rebooted.
Man, bro, let's see if this boot is better than the last boot.
Man, this is the right boot right there. The other one we started with the left boot.
That's when you go to the cobbler. Say, bro, I need to reboot. I need a reboot. I need to reboot me. So either that first 20 minutes, that first scintillated, man, award-winning.
Yeah. It may be a little longer than it was original just because of the stretches in it. But
the award-winning part of the podcast that just happened, I hope it was captured on, I hope the Chinese, we use Zoom. So I hope
it could be it, man. We were talking about, we were declaring it a week of peace in Ukraine. Maybe Russia's after us for.
I don't know. But that's a good time to remind everybody, hey, they're all lying. They're all lying. Remember, my thing is, I don't know why I thought about this last night. It must have been and that's the other thing you can tell too. It used to be nonstop on the news, right? I like it was. They took a break. They took a break from COVID to talk to you about, hey, it's Ukraine. You couldn't get now. Not so much, right?
Let's talk about Disney.
That's sort of America. Oh, really? But that's sort of that's sort of the American way. Like, no, man, we'll pay attention for maybe a week, 2 weeks. Then
That's a long time, bro.
bro, then you got to move on. I know it's sad. My thing was we left like 80 something billion dollars worth of stuff on that side of the planet anyway. It's some not that, go get that. Like,
hadn't been there that long. Might have to jump it off or something.
It probably doesn't even have that much sand in it yet. I mean, like we left. We basically left maybe the third largest military in the world of just equipment over. Go get it.
Yeah, start equipping everybody with jumper cables and you're good to go. Just get a chain. Just get a chain, pull it off or something.
I'm here to solve problems, man. Speaking of problems, right? Disney, what the heck? Again, it's a topsy-turvy world, right? It's a topsy-turvy world where if you'd have told me, because we've been to Disney a lot. My wife, we all, man, if you'd have told me that somehow, somewhere along the way, going back a few years, that there come a time where like public enemy number one, or maybe not number one, but up there, Disney, what the heck?
So tell me, you understand it better than me. What?
Well, just clip that and let's just play that constant.
So tell me, you understand it better than me.
I just say with conviction, Juan. I remember, I don't need to know I'm a consultant, dude. I don't have to know what I'm saying. Yeah. You just have to believe that I do.
That's right, man. And you're from out of town, so of course it's true.
That's right, brother. All right.
So the whole, what is the law that they are changing in Florida that it affects Disney, and what effect does it have on Disney?
Okay, well, there are three things they went with the legislature, and what happens is people start confusing. Here's again, we'll not get into too political about what ends up going on, but basically what DeSantis is the OG. DeSantis is like, he's the first guy on that side to come around in a while and said, I'm gonna play just like y'all play, because they do this stuff. Look at California. I mean, we have some of the biggest states in our country that, dude, it's one party that does everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in Florida, they had three different things. One was the law they had called special session to, and it's, I'm not going to get into what they called it, but basically saying, hey, you can't teach kids certain things.
Right. And I got but
that's why it gets all confused, because everybody because everybody throws that in there to go, and then the next one was a redistricting, and then which was actually the biggest deal of all that people sleep on, is that the congressional districts were changed. So Florida's probably going to be a red state for a long, long time. Okay, those two things. The third was sort of that, all right, Disney, you want to play that game, because Disney got really involved in.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Right. So they changed, and this is funny. Nobody knows this stuff. Like, I didn't. How many times I've been to Disney, and I think we know Reedy, I guess it's called Reedy Creek. I forget. District.
Right.
Apparently, get this. There's a reason that Disney's been doing their stuff. They almost operated like a sovereign nation.
Okay.
Inside of Florida, man, they got special tax breaks, like unbelievable. They have their own police force, their own fire department. People used to talk about that, and you thought it was cute. It was like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Disney's got their own fire department. No, bros, because they just ran themselves. And I get it. It was back in the day that, Walt Disney went in there, and that place was just
right. There was nothing there.
Godforsaken swamp. And, but again, here's what happened. So yes, there was tons of investment that went into, obviously, to build Disney, but it was also the state of Florida had this carve out, and they just said, all right, you get your own Reedy Creek district, and and we're going to leave you alone. And it was one of those things, and well, it works until it don't work. And then what happened is they jumped big time into politics. They jumped big time into, criticizing and saying, and again, you can take whatever attitude you want. The thing with, is, okay, hang on a sec. We all got along, but now you're putting money and being very vocal against the legislature of the state. So that's when they said, all right, you want to play that game? Boom. And they could. It's totally legal. They basically ended it right off the bat. It's probably just shy of about $200 million of extra taxes.
Okay.
Disney's been getting out. Oh yeah, Disney's been getting, oh crap, man. And that's the thing that's hard to defend, because basically all they did was say, okay, Disney, you're going to be treated the same way as
Right.
Teen
Tampa,
World
everybody.
and what's the other
Universal. And
exact. That's basically what they're saying. It's all,
no more special privileges for you.
We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything punitive to you. We're just saying, so it's hard to argue. It's one of those
Yeah,
things.
it's like, if you want to be like everybody else, be like everybody else.
Well, or just
shut up.
To me, it's I know I've said this several times to different folks during the week. Kids, there's a phrase you can learn called "learn to read the room." Read the room, meaning sometimes some comments might not fly here, or you got to look, and Disney did not read the room, and so we'll see. I mean, it's they got all kinds of things. So people just dropping the Disney Plus, and speaking of, what's the other thing? CNN Plus.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it exists. I couldn't. I had no idea. I guess I knew it existed, but
I only knew it existed because the guy that left Fox went there.
Wallace.
Yeah. And so that was, but
I was actually thankful for that. Of course, I don't really watch Fox anymore.
Yeah, I don't watch any of it.
Yeah.
But what did it last? 2 weeks?
But here's my thing too, is so they're saying they spent almost $300 million. Now, do you just put piles of money in a pile and burn it? How do you get rid of $300 million?
A lot of it was in advertising, but I'm not sure, where do you advertise? I didn't see any of it.
Well,
and I guess in salaries, many of which were probably
they couldn't have paid him that much, man.
Yeah, I know, but when you guarantee it, I guess
they should have talked to us. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on that format, but we could have made it last another 3 days.
Hey,
I mean,
we could have got you through a half a week.
Man, please. We might have done show prep for that stuff.
How to fix my internet.
Exactly. The Baton Rouge studio may have
ducking bullets. So we didn't finish talking about jury duty though. So
thank you. Because to us, there was a gap in there. People may have, for those of you that are at home taking notes, because I know a lot of you do.
Yeah.
A lot of you say, hey, I got to get my news from Dave and Juan.
That's right.
My opinion, because they're the only guys that aren't lying intentionally.
Right. As my pastor regularly says, note takers are history makers.
He doesn't say that.
Yeah, he does.
He does? Okay.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. Jury duty.
So what kind of?
Oh, I thought we left off with, you said Joey wanted to do jury
Joey
duty.
wanted, but but she got on a jury, and she didn't like it after that when she had to vote to convict somebody. That's the last time I had jury duty. I didn't get picked. I got dismissed after a couple of hours.
Go figure.
But it was my previous job, and so there they paid you for 1 day of jury duty, and after that it was you were on your own. You didn't take vacation or no pay, whatever.
Oh, really? Okay.
But so the owner comes to tell me, I just want to remind you, all you guys 1 day. And like, bro, what do you want me to do? Yeah, I'm kind of in limbo here. It's not like I can go there and tell them and they'll say, oh, okay, yeah, if your boss isn't going to let you, then
really
ahead.
Everybody's got that. Yeah, that's the other thing too. In the letter you get, it says that was the thing that's kind of threw me. Was it on here? Basically give you some stats about how many people don't show up. It was, and I'm thinking, I don't think that's a selling point.
Apparently it's pretty common.
Apparently
the other thing is, I remember years ago, the first time I got called, again, I've never made it through the process, but I started looking around, and that is enough to scare you to never get in trouble when you look at the people who would be judging you.
Dude. No, I trust me. And I always wonder about that too. Like, what would here's your profile, you give it to people.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I think I'd be a good juror, but I guarantee you there are a lot of lawyers, if they saw me, they'd be, oh no, we ain't putting that guy on the jury.
Yeah, he's too smart.
My attitude, no, I'm just too loud, too like, you don't even need to vote on the jury for him. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna have signs made on the way back.
They're gonna run.
Once they announce, dude, I'll be on my phone designing digital signs. Right?
Vote Dave Jury Foreman.
You want to get out of here?
2022.
That's right. We're gonna get justice. We're gonna get it fast. We're gonna get out of here and go get some daiquiris, yo. How about that? How about that? Vote Dave Jury Foreman. I'm just tell all the lawyers, save your time. Y'all all lying. I know you're lying.
Man, save the $16 a day and just pay me. I got you.
Let me look at the guy that got accused. Let me look at him good.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, let me look at him good.
He probably did worse than this.
Tell me where he went. Yeah, you lucky. This is the one they caught you on, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Where'd he go to school?
That's right. And all I need to know is your seventh grade teacher still alive? Let me talk to her. I bet you in 5 minutes, I'm gonna know whether or not you were capable of doing what you were.
Yeah, bring her in, Your Honor.
That's right, Your Honor. Why are we bringing in this person not associated? Well, the jury forum said he really wanted to talk to the seventh grade teacher, but there you go.
If maybe you should have been on, you should be on the Johnny Depp jury.
Oh man, if you'd have told me, and look, that's one that I'm not watching as much. I see the clips.
I watched about 5 minutes of it.
I see the clips because it's almost like you're watching Jack Sparrow. It's like a movie. It's Johnny Depp. He's, you know what? Even a heavy, older, depressed Johnny Depp, he's a charismatic guy.
That's he was up there when I watched it. Yeah, he's got his hair pulled back in a ponytail, and I said, man, all his bracelets. This is a good looking dude. Johnny,
man, you got to go back to the Jump Street days with Johnny Depp, and I remember it was him for a while and Richard Grieco, and I thought Richard Grieco, right? I probably had more of a man crush on Richard Grieco. We all did back. He seemed a little more manly, but boy, he kind of lost that bet. Like, okay, who's gonna have the career? And then Johnny, but also it's a cautionary tale, although nobody would say no to it. What happens when he was already an eccentric guy? He was doing these interesting roles, and he's actually a really good actor. And then you get the Disney. Circle back to Disney. You get that Pirates of the Caribbean. I remember, is it the Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
I think it's a character. That's the way we Americans say it. But I remember when that movie was coming out, and I was thinking, this is going to be a flop. How idiotic. I can't believe they're making a movie out of that stupid ride. I mean, we all knew it from the Disney World ride. Right. And then, man, they made it. Yeah. So here's a guy. And then, did he have another series that he got involved in?
Done so much.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of another one where it's a recurring.
Yeah.
But anyway, makes so much money, right? And you're Johnny freaking Depp, right? And yet, even with all that, you end up with a psycho.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How does that work? How does it? You're either doomed to it or you're not, right? There's no amount of. I mean, literally, if you were making a list of, okay. Here are, and it would go both ways. You'd go with here's certain actresses and women, and here's men, and who has the most choice of whoever they want to be with or marry. His list would have been exhaustive. You'd have needed, right?
And you went straight to the bottom.
Oh man, I don't. It's not even crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just like I said, I'm not watching it. I'm just watching the clips.
So no, I saw, like one day somebody was talking about it. They said he was basically, testifying in a very affected dialect, where I don't know if he was trying to throw in a little British accent in there.
He could. He's Johnny freaking Depp, man. Yeah. If I'd be him, I'd be doing Jack Sparrow the whole time.
With your bandana on.
Your Honor, I can't do the. Anyway, yeah. So good luck, Johnny. I guess I don't know, but if you'd ever told me that I'd be rooting for him. The other thing is, are they claiming he's in debt?
I don't. Yeah,
I think he is. I think that's the angle you go with, right? When somebody's suing you, like, man, look at me, bro. I'm 100
Well, I
million
just
in
wonder
debt.
because what's he suing her for? Several million.
She did all kinds of stuff, though, man.
I know, no, but does she have that money?
Oh, I doubt it. That you just that's just a brush. That's just a brushback pitch.
No.
And if she got it, he gave it to her, right? I want my money back.
Give me my half.
Yeah, but so yeah, man, it gets missing. It's probably California, I'm guessing, right?
I don't know.
They got crazy, dude. I mean, it's all right. I guess it's entertaining TV for some people, but a lot of stuff I'm reading is saying that it's actually opening the eyes of a lot of folks about how the disparate treatment that
abuse,
men and women get when it comes to that, right? And this idea that, right? Good luck, Johnny. Hope
that's
it works.
right.
I'm not going to say I hope you guys reconcile. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, that's
sounds
off the
like
table.
Sounds like she did a couple things that you'd say, oh no.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sleeping in that bed next to her.
No. But so yeah, good luck with that. There's something I was looking at. I had so. Do you ever get you start getting these notices like your iPhone to get updated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you one of these guys that as soon as you get it, you say sure?
No, because there was one a couple of weeks ago. A lot of times I just cave and end up doing it so I can stop getting
annoys the heck. Yeah.
My son, I don't think he ever updates his phone because he said it slows it down and stuff like that. What was the one that was recent that I read the notice on it? Oh, and this may be where you're going. It on the iPhone 12 after the update, you could use the facial recognition ID with your mask on.
Oh, is that? I don't know.
And I said, isn't that a bit late to the party?
No, it's not, because they want to bring it back.
Yeah.
No, it's not, because they want to bring it back. Yeah. No, I mean, look, we're going back down to conspiracy theories or controversial. Don't pretend for a second that anybody in government's giving back anything they have.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I got to fly this week, and I guess I don't even know. You know what the pain in the butt it is to show up at an airport and have to be like up to date on the recent, court filings to know, like,
what do I do?
Hey, yeah. If the TSA guy tells me to put my mask on, can I tell him to,
Yeah. Put it on. You come put it on me, bro.
Yeah, right. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm looking at the whole crew. I bet you can't catch me. I bet you there ain't one of y'all in here. They'll just tase you. Yeah. So getting on a couple planes, and we'll see what how that goes. But
yeah, I've had friends who've flown this week, and it's but the flight crew was thrilled.
Oh, I guess so. I've been having flight attendants last few months that you just they hate it. It's funny. So as I looked at my phone, I remember one thing from my cousin. I too, but my cousin Michael last week that sent the stuff with Mozilla and everything. He had another one here that I don't remember this one. I guess maybe when I heard the stories, but I guess it happened. He said, where's it at here? You have to see or ask how many people remember. And this is a bayou thing, right? When the auction bull, right? I guess that's the big money raiser for an event.
At a school, got to be
auction.
Church.
The auction bull died in the trailer right before the Bull Club auction at the Lady of Prompt Succor Church in front of all the kids. There you go. I was not one of the kids there. I do not remember that, but it sounds like something that.
Yeah. Hey, you look at if you were a clever auctioneer, you would have used that to say, now you just have to have it butchered. You don't have to pay to have it killed.
Man, we know most
give
of
that extra money to us.
But I want to say the bull is valuable if.
Oh yeah, well, it depends on what kind of bull it was, I guess.
Yeah, right. I mean, aren't those the bulls that get money for it because you can go breed them? Kind of hard to breed.
Yeah, better go act quick.
That bull's breeding days is over, man. That's some good steaks right there, I guess.
We went a couple of weeks ago down to it was a little Catholic school that I went to, and they had their annual fair. And so we went a couple of Sundays ago. And it was funny because, when you tell my kids or Riley, my younger one, it's a fair. and you get there and there's no rides. It's like, what kind of fair is this?
Is it? Well, that'd probably be my question too.
It's a Pankerville fair.
It's a Pankerville. Is a fair in Pankerville, really?
Yeah, it's a school.
School. Sorry.
Yeah. But they
Was
do.
there a dunk? Was there a dunking booth?
No, there was a bunch of like inflatable things. But there was the auction, and that's where the big money thing is all the time.
Oh man,
at the auction.
I got to go to an auction. Oh man, I think it'll be next week. I think when this comes out, it'll be the following week. But I got to go to something. I say I was nice enough with my wife's thing, but I got to dress up. It's a dress up auction kind of deal.
Like a silent auction thing.
I don't know.
Oh, you got a bid?
I don't know. I get a table. Somebody got to go. I got to put on a suit and go sit at a table. And oh man, I got to watch myself because I get competitive and stupid. I gotta show up at these kind of things with like a list of the bills I got right now. No, I don't need that. It's okay.
I used to, when I worked for the restaurant concept, one of the things that I would do was buy stuff to like just vintage stuff or stuff from that community, that town, or that reflected the culture. And that was like in the early days of eBay when everything was an auction. And yeah, I was basically bidding with somebody else's money. And I'd get to a point, like you said, competitive, where there were things I didn't really want, but I could tell somebody was bidding against me. And I'm saying, screw you, dude. I'm either going to make you lose it, or I'm going to drive it up so much that you're going to pay way more than you wanted to.
I used to do that at school auctions. I only got stuck a couple of times where like, I paid what for what? Dang. You got to, again, that's reading the room. You got to read the room. I recognize that. I used to do that when after auction stuff. The perfect mix was you'd get, it's like, remember elementary school stuff. So you had the parents there, and the parents are still paying for everything. So the parents, you don't lean on them too hard, but then the grandparents, that's when you were lucky. When you got some show off grandparents, in the room, and you play them off each other and you learn their name. Hey, Mr. Johnson, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Mr. Johnson. $100 on Mr. Johnson. Mr. Jones, what are you thinking? That's mean to do it that way, but boy, yeah, you get some stuff up, man. We'll play to your.
That's right. Play to your ego.
And if these guys would have been, thinking they'd have got together, like, say, hey, listen, let's not being stupid. What you really want up there? Right?
None of us want this crap.
I'm not exactly.
I'll take a couple of things.
I'm just buying stuff. I got to find a way to get. I got no room for that anyway. It's all for a good cause.
That's right. That's where, years ago I caught a pig at one of those at the school fair.
You caught a pig?
Yeah, it had the greased pig chase.
Did they really grease it?
Yeah, they put like lard or Crisco.
No.
Yeah.
So, dude, once you,
nasty.
What to say, man? What's the prize there? You catch the stupid pig and you full of lard?
Yeah, but you get the pig.
Oh, the pig was the prize.
Yes.
Oh, that poor pig. Okay.
Oh yeah, because this is one dude in when it was the guys. Yeah, I got probably 20 years old when I did it. So it was adult. It was pretty much anything goes. So you had to catch it and carry it and drop it in a box. And so as you're carrying the thing, people are trying to knock you down.
No.
Oh, dude. Yes. So you're doubly torturing the pig because you're falling on the pig.
Oh, well, it probably doesn't end well for the pig in the end.
No,
anyway.
It didn't. Then it's because you got all the grease and everything on you, the hair from the pig sticks to you. So you come out, it is like a nasty.
You ever finish that up and say, okay, I won, but I feel like I lost?
Somebody take me home. I gotta get a shower.
So did you bring the pig home, or did you just sell it right there to somebody else?
No, heck no, bro. I brought it home.
Well, like a farm, I guess.
We put it in the barn. Daddy didn't keep his truck in there yet. Stayed in the barn, and then
hey, Dad, I caught a pig.
A couple weeks later, we had a big party.
Oh, that's so sad. Your stories have a tendency to, part of us want to think like, that poor pig went through all the trauma, being chased by a bunch of idiots.
And the worst was yet to go.
But yeah, the upside, bro, we brought it back, kept it in a barn for 2 weeks, and we ate it. So
we ate it, bro. It was like a long party.
Man, the wrong guy caught that pig. If that pig knowing what was going on, it wouldn't have let you. It ran into the arms of someone else. Would have ran into the arms of someone else. Or, probably not though, because I can imagine if you weren't the one trying to carry the pig, you'd have been kicking somebody in the head.
There ain't nobody would have done anything differently than I did with the pig. Trust me, this is Pankerville.
Where you going, my pig? Get back here, my pig. All right. Speaking of getting out of here, we weren't speaking out of getting a pig, but
yeah, but
on pig talk.
Well.
You know what I'm saying?
Pig talk.
We talked politics, we talked war, we talked peace, week of peace, and we talked pigs. That's about
and civil duty.
I think that's a pretty full buffet.
Duty, I'm sorry.
Whatever. Civil.
Brother Piccadilly wish they could have a buffet this full.
Chevelle, whatever. They got it. I'm gonna push the button. See if any of this. Well, see if we can find the first part.
Either of these stuck.
See if we can find the first part that was all max headrooming on us. But we hope it did. And if you're watching this, it did. And if you're not, you don't know. So it's kind of confusing, I know. If you want to reach out to us outside of social media where everybody can see your business, it's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. And there's just a
everywhere else, man. YouTube, Facebook, and if they have podcasts, we're there.
Pretty much. All reputable and some non-reputable places. Just enter in Dave and Juan.com. Yeah. Well, no. And you know what? If something else pops up, listen to that. Probably
right. And hear the lies. Come back and say
probably entertaining. Just gonna say, well, it wasn't a Dave and Juan I was looking for, but they talked about plants and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was all good. Yeah. So that's about it. We're gonna hope this stuck to tape and get on out of here and tell you guys that again, we're not suggesting.
Not a thought, not a suggestion.
No. Look at us. We ain't hitting. It's a freaking mandate.
Mandate, bro. You got to do it.
You all have a
don't let us catch you not doing it.
Fantastic week. Exactly. We could be behind you. You got to tap. You got to tap on your shoulder. There could be Juan Semino looking at you.
I could bring you to Baton Rouge. And the week of peace is over.
That's right. Juan could be gauging what kind of week you're having. Have a fantastic one. That's the mandate. And we'll probably get back together again sometime.
Next week. Say Monday, 7:00.
Might have some travel stories for you. Hopefully don't have bad travel stories. We'll tell some plumbing stories we didn't get into. We're not going to get into. Yeah. We'll do all that stuff. But around 7ish or so on Monday, give us a
we should be here.
We'll be there. All right. Yeah. Until then, everybody, you guys have a fantastic week. Love you, bro.
Back at ya. Not bring him a ladder.
That's a good. You got to write a book for how to make it to 90.
Yeah. Stay away from ladders.
Get rid of that extension ladder in your early 80s. Just saying.
Yeah, dude, I've fallen I was on a ladder and the bottom kicked out, and it's just like riding that sucker to the ground. Yeah, it's. When we were moving, we were getting our house ready to sell a few years ago, and I painted some of the stuff, but the roof was like steep as crap, and I said, okay, I can handle this part right there. I put 1 foot on the roof and had another foot on the ladder. I said, not happening.
I've done that before.
Gonna happen,
I've gotten stuck going, no.